A very good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about Unit 5 Biology Coordination the Linking System. In that, animal they used to respond to the external stimulus by using the nervous system, and even the internal stimuli also will be responded because of the presence of endocrine system. So in that, the nervous system comprising of CNS, central nervous system. It is having the brain. Already we learnt about forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain, and what are the parts present inside and their functions we have learnt. Today we are going to learn about the spinal cord. Okay, spinal cord extends from the back of the hindbrain, at the back of the hindbrain. Medulla oblongata to the back of the stomach or lumbar region through the neural canal of the ventral vertebral column. Okay, it is almost cylindrical in nature. In the diagram you can see, and unlike the brain, white matter is towards the periphery. Outside white matter, if you take the transverse section, inside we are having that gray matter. Actually it is having the gray matter, it is having butterfly or the H-shaped structure. Okay, next the myelinated axons leave the spinal cord from both the sides of vertebral column. Next, Greek's concept of control by the brain was erroneous. Animals were shown to have the ability to respond to stimuli even when the brain was removed. Leonardo da Vinci and Stephen Hales both recorded the survival of the frogs whose brain had been destroyed. The animal still produced muscular movements if its skin was pinched or pricked. Both observers further recorded that the animal died as soon as the spinal cord was damaged by pushing a needle down it. Okay, now let us see that the peripheral nervous system, it is comprising of nearly 12 pairs of cranial nerves and 31 pairs of spinal nerves which are emerging out of the spinal cord. Now here is a TS of spinal cord. You observe that we are able to find the dorsal horn, either side of that dorsal horns, and lower to that we are able to find the ventral horns. That whatever the butterfly shaped structure is gray matter, the light color part is white matter. Okay, in this diagram we are able to see very clearly. Next here, if the dorsal roots of an experimental animal were cut, the animal made no obvious reaction. We cannot find any reaction in the frog. If, however, the ventral roots were even lightly touched with the needle, the muscles to which the nerve was connected switched violently. The ventral root evidently controlled muscular activity. The dorsal root did not. That is what, when they touch the ventral root with a small needle, it used to show some sort of violent movements. Okay, now let us know about autonomous nervous system. Before that, you need to learn about the enteric nervous system. Actually, some of the neurons or the nerves, they are nearly 100 million nerves, they are connected to our digestive tract, and they are not depending upon the CNS and PNS, peripheral nervous system. It is also called as small brain, and it is called enteric nervous system. Enteric nervous system. Now here in the diagram you see that in the autonomous nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves will be there, nervous systems will be there. Here dilates the pupil. Sympathetic nervous system increases the diameter of the pupil, means here constricts the pupil by parasympathetic nervous system. In the same manner, inhibit the salivation, means lessening the saliva. Production of saliva means here stimulates the salivation, increasing the saliva. Next, here relaxes bronchi. Bronchi means it is a part of our respiratory tract. The two branches which they enter into our two lungs, the windpipe ends with two branches which they enter into right lung and left lung. Togetherly we are calling them as bronchi. Relaxes bronchi by the sympathetic nervous system means contracts bronchi by parasympathetic. Okay, acceleration of heartbeat means increasing of heartbeat by sympathetic nervous system, means the acceleration means increase, inhibits means lessening. Okay.